During the World War II, the American military had a terrifying problem. The most advanced bomber plane, the B-17 Flying Fortress, kept crashing on the runway. It wasn't enemy fire, it wasn't engine failure. The pilots were simply pulling the wrong lever. The lever for landing gear and the lever for wing flaps were right next to each other, and they felt exactly the same. Under pressure, exhausted pilots would reach down, pull what they thought was the landing gear, and violently crash the plane into the concrete. The military's first response, they blamed the pilots. They told them to more focus. They told them to try harder. But the crashes kept happening. Keep the story in your head, because how the military finally resolved this is going to completely change how you manage your own bad habits. Welcome back to Quality Quest. I'm Dr. Govind. In our personal lives, when we fail to stick to a diet, when we waste 3 hours on the phone, or when we skip the gym, we do exactly what the military did. We blame ourselves. We say we lack willpower. We tell ourselves to try harder. But in industrial engineering, we know the fundamental truth. The willpower is a terrible strategy. If a system relies on human perfection, it is a broken system. Back in 1960s, an engineer at Toyota named Shigeo Shingo realized that the factory workers kept making tiny assembly errors. Instead of pushing the workers, he invented a concept called Poka-Yoke. In Japanese, it means mistake proofing. You don't train the human to be perfect. You design the system so that making a mistake is physically impossible. Think about a microwave. You can't run it with the door open. This is Poka-Yoke. Think about the USB drive. It only fits in one way. It is the Poka-Yoke. And remember those crashing bomber planes. A psychologist named Alphonse finally fixed the problem. He didn't give a pilot more training. He glued a small rubber wheels to the landing gear lever. And he glued a hard wedge-shaped flap to the wing flap lever. Suddenly, the pilot could feel the difference without even looking. The crashes stopped overnight. So how we apply Poka-Yoke to your personal quality control? You have to stop relying on willpower. You have to mistake-proof your environment. If you want to stop hitting snooze, do not try to be more disciplined. Put your alarm clock across the room. So you physically have to stand up. And if you want to eat healthier, do not rely on willpower. To ignore the junk food in your pantry, throw it in your trash. If it is not in your house, you cannot eat it. If you want to focus on deep work, turn your phone on airplane mode and put it in another room. Create a physical friction between you and your bad habits. You are not weak. You just have a badly designed cockpit. I want you to look at your life today. Identify your biggest recurring mistake. How can you Poka-Yoke it? How can you design your environment so that failing is actually harder than succeeding? Let me know your strategy down in the comment. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. Next time on Quality Quest, we are going to dive into the 5 whys and figure out the actual root cause of why we procrastinate. You will not want to miss it. I'm Dr. Govind. Stop relying on willpower. Start mistake-proofing your life. I'll see you in the next video.